What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders. We finally got those Ruthless Survivals unlocked, and it is time to farm up some pets. The Dragon Pet, of course, drops from this one. I have not done any Wave 32 starts yet, but excited to jump in and give it a whirl here. So let's get things started off. I cleared the survival of this on stream, back last week. And going to kind of go with the same build I used. I'm sure this is not the most efficient build. Additionally, things did get a little bit sketchy on it when I was running it as well. I had to add some minions in last minute, so we're going to go just right out of the gates with minions this time. Going to start things off with 2 aura stacks, Strength Drain and Snare, and an Electric Aura, and then we're going to share 1 buff beam. So we're going to split both of those auras with 1 buff beam here. Well, let's see. Just go something. 1 big long one all the way across like that. We can go ahead and upgrade it and then yoink the rest of that mana there. I'm not sure exactly how I want to build this. When I started off just adding in a few spiders as minions and then kind of expanded out from there, things did not go well with just the spiders. So we're going to go ahead and add some more goodies. And what do we want to go with? Let's go with, we're going to have to get some hermit defenses in. This was kind of a variation of a build that Theorin had posted on the build planner site. And we are going with that. So we're going to throw some speed bomb towers over here. 3 of them. 1 kind of covering each angle. Hopefully there's not too many line of sight issues here with those. And then we're going to go with, let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's just get a nature pylon right in the middle of it all. And then we'll throw a golem on this far side. Something like that. Hopefully we'll get the job done here. What do we have left? We got, 93 left, and we're going to fill in the rest with some apprentice towers. Now, when I did the full survival run, I didn't do any DSTs, and I felt like one of the things that pushed the build pretty far was, without a doubt, the copter ogres. So with that in mind, I think I do want to get a little more DST action in this time. Let's go 1 straight out. We'll put 1 over to each of the sides where the flyer lanes come in, and then we can spin the rest. I think we're still gonna, I want to throw down some reflect beams. How many LTs can we get here? It leaves me 60 left. So yeah, that works out about perfect. I do have these defenses spread out quite a bit, so didn't necessarily need to do that. Let's get some reflect beams in with the remainder of the DU, and then start working on some minions. I think we're going to go with some spiders. Oop, did I lose one in? Oh, it floated. We're going to go with some spiders, maybe some orcs, and then probably a couple of mages as well. Now, I'm not even certain that we really need all these reflect beams, but I just feel better about having them. So we're going to throw them in. Particularly, I mean, some of the ogres get a whole lot of range on the various defenses. So let's do something like this. And then hopefully we can tie these all together. Yeah, it looks like we can. Now, I am going to bring, of course, we're pet farming here, so I am going to bring in some alts. We're going to do 2 tower boosters. Maybe even we do 3. I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and bring our first ones in here, though. Let's grab our 2 power booster summoners here. We're just going to park those right on the LTs. Let's get yet another one in. And same thing there. Just going to park them right on top of those LTs there. Actually, you know what? Should they be on the DSTs? Maybe they should be on the DSTs. And then, let's see. Let's upgrade what we can upgrade. We still have a lot of available mana on the map here. And then, completely forgot through this entire series, going through all the Ruthless campaign maps and everything, completely forgot that there was such a thing as an adept upgrader. I forgot that the adept's ability was changed and made quite awesome for upgrading. So we're definitely going to be taking advantage of that. Big old derps on that one. Let's see. How do we want to do it? So we're going to have ogres on the sides, no doubt. Let's go with, let's put an orc. Let's get 2 spiders, because why not? And we'll throw a mage directly behind that. Let's do the same thing over here. So we'll go orc up front, 2 spiders, and then a mage. Then I feel like I want to hit these lanes as well. In fact, I'm going to put the orc down the stairs just a tiny bit there. Hopefully the mage doesn't have any issues healing that orc down there, but I don't think it will. Do the same thing here on this side. And then what else do we need? A mage. Alright, and I think that will get it for minions. We'll see how it goes and see how the map gets pushed or whatever, but I believe that is probably going to get it. And let's just go ahead and we'll get to upgrading and boosting. We still got a lot of mana sitting around the map. I guess I could take advantage of that. Just get these R's upgraded. And then we've got everything on this side of the map as well. Such a huge quality of life with that upgrade aura like that. Just incredibly awesome. Makes for much less button mashing, that is for sure. I need to use her more often. Alright, and we got one more chest here. I'm unsure on how this is going to work out for this first wave until we get some upgrades in, so I am being a little bit overly cautious. This is my first wave 32 start, so I'm not 100% sure what to expect here, but I think let's let it fly and see how it's going to go. See if we can get a good line on these guys. I need to get a better serpent staff. This one, I believe, is a little bit suspect. It's like the genie's putting in a little work, though. Should get everything upgraded nice and quick here. Hopefully, well, I'm sure it'll all be upgraded in one wave. The mana just disappears the second that you get it. Now, it looks like the flyers are pushing in. Was not really expecting that. A few flyers getting a little bit uppity there. Just keep working on these upgrades. I can't You know, it's hard to see visually on this map. You see the LT Glory. There's a real good example of why I think myself and everyone else in the world that plays all of the Dungeon Defenders games put the Lightning Tower from DD1 kind of on a pedestal compared to the DD2 or the DDA versions. They're just so incredibly awesome. Bouncing all over the map. Look at all those flyers, man. I am very much a little worried about the flyers. Looks like an ogre made it past my orc there. I have to check into that a little bit. I didn't lose an orc, I don't believe. And I can still see him sitting there. But yeah, ogre walked right up past. I may need to move those down just a little bit. Ooh, we got a gen right up on top of me here. The gen do seem like they're running a little rampant here. I think it'll be a different... Once I get everything up, then I switch over. You know, since we're just doing the pet farm, I'm not necessarily overly concerned about any sort of armor drops or anything. I am going to just tower boost it on my monk. Definitely mobs getting a little bit uncomfortably close, but it doesn't seem like I have the mana flown in either. Didn't get everything upgraded. Got a bunch of things upgraded, but didn't get everything upgraded. I'll try to grab the mana off the ground, and at least get that golem full up. Oh, looks like I didn't get the LTs up either. There's some LTs. I want to get a fourth character in too. Maybe I'll throw my apprentice back in just for the builder bonus. Right. Do we have any more mana? I'm sure there's a ton of mana sitting on the backside here. Well, not really. There's some. Definitely does not qualify as a ton. Alright, so what do we want to do for wave 33 here? Okay, we had no ogre leaks there. This is where... Looks like I just gave him a little walkway. I don't have that orc centered very well. I think that was the issue there. Alright, so... What do we want to do? Well, let's work on, you know, who do we want for our fourth? I can bring my apprentice in. I'll get the builder bonus, and that will, you know, make those LTs and DSTs a little bit harder. So let's do that for a fourth, and then we'll just switch it over to a tower booster here. And yeah, I think this will get it. So let's just let it fly. See how we do. Oh, shoot. I was playing around with this dragon pet. I forgot to grab a genie. Well, that is unfortunate. In fact, I need to get rid of... I think I'll get rid of the dragons I have here. There's no reason to keep a million dragons when I don't have a high-quality one yet. I love that animation on them. The little fire-breathing animation is just incredibly awesome. Oh, man, this is really, really unfortunate here. See if we can't just collect up a little mana here. Keep my tower boost going. These guys are thick. I mean, those ogres have a lot of health. I think I could end up having a real problem with those copters as well. Getting all beat down over here. Alright, tower boost is down. Grab a bunch more mana here. Kind of unfortunate, I'm just not doing any damage at all. Alright, mage destroyed. That was the one right there in the back. Gonna be a little sketch on whether or not we even survive this wave. Definitely not the cleanest or prettiest wave 32 start, but this is my first one. I think with the extra minion units, I maybe could even have gone a little heavier on the orcs. Have like 2 orcs in those areas or whatever to completely block off those lanes. I think that might make a little bit of a difference. Looks like we might survive this wave. All that's left is the copter ogres and a few of the regular ground mobs. Like we got an ultimate on the ground. I'm sure it's just a weapon though. Stuff is just getting beat down here. Got really no action over this side at all. Grab a little of that mana. Those leftover copter ogres are going to be a bit of a chore. See if we can't tower boost through them. Only, what, 20-ish mobs left. But I think they might... Actually, it looks like there's a build-up right here. Well, that's clear now. Then something going on down here as well. Oh, okay, here we go. The final little stretch of ogreness. So we're going to have to get our mage back down and get a few upgrades. Get a couple upgrades in over here as well. The end of this wave going super slow. All these ogres are just going to take forever to kill. Let's just boost it out here. One more mob left. Alright. Okay, so what do we need to do? I need to get my mage back and then just throw a few upgrades on that stuff. And then I need to sort my monk out a little bit and give it an actual genie, because that was just bad. Alright, so let's see. Where did we need a mage? We need a mage right here. Just throw a few upgrades on that. One there. I think that'll probably get it. And then let's see. Those old dragons I had can just go on the ground. We'll give him that one. Actually, I can save that one. That's the best. I only saved the one. That was the best dragon I had of the bunch. And let's see, wave 34. So only, what, 34 and 35 left. Very curious to see what we get here. But yeah, let's just fire it up. Let it roll here. We'll get our tower boost going. Now we got a genie, we should be able to have our tower boost flowing through the entire wave. Hopefully make things go a little bit quicker here on this one. I'm not sure what a good amount of time. I mean, I'm assuming for a wave 32 start, you'd want to be able to run those like in probably 15 minutes, I'm thinking. Obviously, this one's going way slower. This will probably be a 30-minute run here. So definitely a lot of work to do. But, you know, if I can get it to a point where I'm building, not having to build minions, I think that will shave just a ton of time off the build time. But I got to get that dialed in, of course. Now, additionally, do I really need 2 aura stacks? And if I don't need 2 aura stacks, you know, obviously that's a bunch of DU freed up. If I stuck with 2 aura stacks and just went with like 2 strength drain auras and then put 1 ensnare in the middle, or even 1 electric and 1 ensnare in the middle, that would free up some DU as well and allow me to get a few more damaging defenses down. So, I mean, that could go a long, long way. Oh, I lost my boost there. I didn't even realize it. Sorry, we are getting through everything now. The boost is almost back up. Get that flowing again. Definitely a little bit on the chaotic side. And the ogres, see, I lost that mage again. I'm wondering if the copter ogres are the reason I'm losing those. It's only that one mage on that one side every time. Get those upgraded instead of repairing them. Alright, so I'm going to have to get the mage back again. I guess, you know, I just full up. I mean, I should have enough mana laying around on the ground to fully upgrade the mage. Everything else is going fairly smooth. I don't like how close the ogres are getting to the stacks over here. But I do feel like it's not the end of the world. I think we'll be fine there. Alright, let's yoink up the mana that we can. Alright, and it is all done. So, remage once again. I mean, that's just the ultimate sign that it's not the correct setup. If I'm rebuilding the exact same thing every wave in the exact same spot, then that's got to tell me something, right? Let's go a little bit closer into the stack there. And then there's 3 upgrades. Alright, let's just call it good at that. This is our final wave, so as long as we can survive this wave, then we're good. So let's just go for it. Let's let it fly. If we lose the mage again now, obviously, as long as we survive to the end, it doesn't really matter. The attack animation on those dragons is so incredibly awesome with that kind of like flame breath. I mean, it really, really feels like the attack pattern or shot type or whatever that a dragon should have, right? Definitely just incredibly awesome. The first start of the wave just melts like near instantly. This is a really, really dark map. Nope, nope, there's our mage down. So, I'm not sure if that was a copter ogre landing right there and beating that mage up. Maybe it was the flyers pushing in. I'm not really certain there. But I think we'll probably survive. I just need to make some changes to what's going on over on that side of the map for sure. We lost our boost. Hopefully we'll be alright until it comes back up. Nothing getting too tragically close here. Just a pile of mobs. Alright, boost is back. See, we can't keep it flowing to the end this time. These are just some really, really healthy mobs. The ogres in Ruthless Mode are no joke. They are some tanky, tanky boys. What, under 100 mobs left now. A bunch of them flyers, it looks like. And here comes the Ogre Zerg. Coming up from the bottom. We still got, what, it looks like 3, 4, 5 Copter Ogres left. I'm not even sure if the dragon that drops here is going to be a super incredible DPS pet to use. I think I really wanted it more just because the shot is so incredibly awesome. It's one of those must-have situations. And we got one left. It's right over here. Boosted out through the end. And let's see what kind of goodies we have here. So, I mean, successful run. Definitely not a pretty run. Certainly not the fastest run in the world. Oh, what have we here? Man, pretty rough rolls. There's the first ultimate plus baby ancient dragon for me, but the negatives feel like they landed in the wrong spots. No hero boost at all. I'll lose some hero damage there. 390 upgrades. I mean, that's a good thing. But there we go. There is attempt number 1 at a Wave 32 start on Ruthless, the Summit, Hardcore Survival. So thanks a ton for watching. You got any helpful hints or tips to help me speed my way through this map a little bit quicker? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Definitely a big old work in progress on this build right here. But thanks a ton for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.